On Saturday, the 9th of September 2023, we visited the Statfold Barn Railway. We travelled with our friends in the Barrow Transport Group from Barrow in Furness. Chris Stainton had kindly allowed us the use of his A4 Plaxton Leyland Tiger. The railway is located near Tamworth and was hosting its Road, Rail and Ale event. The road part focuses on classic road-going vehicles in all different shapes, sizes and motive power. The rail part focuses on an intense service of steam trains running around the railway. The ale part was of course referring to a selection of beers that were on offer, though I can tell you now that water was my preferred beverage of the day. Statfold Barn is home to one of the largest collections of working narrow gauge steam engines in the country, and here is one of their most recent acquisitions, an 1889 Darjeeling Himalayan Railway 19B locomotive. The engine was retired from service in 1960 and was rescued for preservation in Chicago by Elliot Donnelly. In 2003 it was purchased by Adrian Shooter of Chiltern Railways for use on his Beaches Light Railway in Banbury. Sadly, he had succumbed to motor neurone disease in 2022. On the behalf of the Darjeeling Locomotive Tank Trust, Statfold's founder, Graham Lee, put in a successful bid for the stock. The engine and carriages arrived at Statfold in the summer of this year and is due to be overhauled next year following the expiration of its boiler ticket. Mines de Allah, translated to Mines of Allah, was built in 1884 for a coal mine in Spain. Just squeezed into shot here is K1, a Bayer Peacock locomotive built in 1909 for the Tasmanian government. This locomotive has also seen use on the Welsh Highland Line. We will now take a ride on the railway itself, and here is my own simplified map of the route. There are 4 stations in total, and trains travel in a clockwise direction around the balloon loop at the other end. Here is an unusual sight, a 1906 vintage tram car running under its own power without the use of electrified overhead wires. The tram used to operate on the Burton and Ashby Light Railway until its closure in 1927. The body survived in a garden until it was exported to Detroit in 1976. In 2014, the tram had returned to the UK and it was rebuilt in Statfold and converted to run on a Clayton battery pack. It was most certainly a novel and pleasant experience to ride aboard this special tram. Next, I went into the museum itself, where the vast majority of Statfold's collection is on display. Without making this video too long, I'm only going to show you a tiny amount of footage from here. Fear not, the museum will have its own dedicated bonus video, so be sure to subscribe if you wish to be notified of its upload. We now switch our attention to the visiting buses that were parked on display, the majority of which came from the Barrow Transport Museum. This Douglas Corporation Guy Otter was new in 1957 and has been in preservation since 1970. In this shot we have two AEC Regals. The London Transport example has a Metro camel body. It was new in 1952 and was withdrawn in 1979. The bus has been at Withell since 1994. Sitting next to it on the left is a Trent Willowbrook bodied Regal. It was new in 1937 and sold to Withell for preservation in 1984. This is a Daimler Fleetline CRG6. The bus has a Northern Counties body and was new to Walsall Corporation in 1968. The bus entered preservation in 1981. However, it re-entered service in 1985 until it was put back into full preservation in 1986. Finally, we have this Midland Red Leyland Olympian. It was new to the company in 1983 and was withdrawn in 1994. Since then, the bus has had various owners over the years and is now privately preserved. There was an extensive selection of other road-going vehicles on display, too numerous to detail here. There was also a lot more in a neighbouring field, though at this point in the day the event was drawing to a close and it was time to start making our way back to the bus. Overall, it was a long, hot, but very enjoyable day at Statfold Barn. It certainly is quite the treasure trove. They have plenty of events on throughout the year, and I probably wouldn't mind making a full weekend out of this event with an overnight stay in the future. I would most certainly recommend a visit, and for more information you can visit the Statfold Barn website in the description below. If you would like to follow me and be notified about future videos, please feel free to subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, pressing the like button would be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching, and take care.